Here's one way you can create an accessible video tutorial. I'm going to be using Camtasia Studio, which you may download and install from the UAA keyed software, depending on whether you have a PC or a Mac. And right now it is available on the PC under Camtasia Studio, and I understand they're in the process of making it available for the Mac. Let's see if it's there today, but I think they're still working on it. Yep, not there yet. So when you go to install that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just click on this very first link and download and install that to your computer. And the second step is to actually create a video, and there's a number of ways to do that. What I did was I used the software that came with my webcam, which I happen to have a Logitech webcam. So I used this Logitech webcam software and I did a quick capture, and there I am, and I just changed it to video, and I hit this button and I recorded my video, and I have it saved. So after you have recorded your video, then the next step is to import that video into Camtasia, where we can edit it and add some captions to it. So I'm going to hit Import Media, find that video I just recorded. This one happens to be a WMV format. And then I take that video and I drag it down here to the timeline. And I'm going to accept the default size. And I can go through using this preview window. I can play the video, make sure it looks okay. If I need to do any editing at all, then I can learn about Camtasia Studio a couple different ways. There's a lot of information here on the Help menu in Camtasia. There's a Getting Started project, which is a really useful 5-minute program. There's also a link to the Learning Center, which will give you a lot of videos on how to. So if you need to do some editing to this video, I'm going to leave it as is and go on to the next step, which is to actually add some captions to it to make it accessible. So what I'm going to do is, I don't see captions listed down here, so I'm going to hit More, and there I will find captions. And I'm going to go to speech to text. Now I've already gone through this. I have Windows 7 and I've gone through this setup, and this is a pretty short video, so it's not going to take too long, but the longer your video is, the longer this step will take. So I'm going to pause the video for a moment until the transcription is complete. Okay, so now it is completed, and notice that the captions have only 3 lines of text, just because that's all that will fit at the bottom of this video here. And notice also that they have timings here. That's important, and those timings are reflected down here on the timeline. So if they aren't timed exactly right, I can just drag the size of those boxes to make it precise, so that it actually shows the words exactly as they are being said. So that's important. So this might be more accurate because it's my voice, and my computer is trained in my voice. But when I have tried this with other people's voices, it is way off base. Another option is if you have a transcript. If you have a transcript, then you can just copy and paste from the transcript, and that will make sure it's very accurate and save you a lot of time as well. In this case, I'm going to pause it one more time, and I'm going to edit these captions as I play this video, and I'll show you how I get started. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play here. Okay, and so right off the bat I can see it says below when I actually said hello, and then it's, instead of accessible, it put in sensible. And I can see a couple of other just typos because I know what I said here. So I would just continue on that way. I'd keep hitting play and then pausing it and going in and making corrections. You have to be careful of this red text and put the copy and paste, or I should say cut and paste that to the next one, because they cannot be longer than 3 lines. And then, as I said, using this timeline at the bottom, I might also have to slightly adjust the location and size of each of these caption boxes. And if necessary, I might want to use this zoom and zoom in a little bit more so I can actually see those a little bit bigger, but now I have more to scroll across. So this is really only a 4-minute 15-second video or so, but you can see it looks pretty big and it will take me a little bit of time. So I'm going to pause the video while I do this task. So after you have gone through watching your video and making changes to these caption boxes up here to reflect what is being said, and then also down here to make sure the timing is spot on, then you need to make sure to save your project again. And then the last step is to produce. And if your window is a little bit larger, you will see that produce and share option. And you have a ton of different choices. So what I usually do is just go directly to YouTube. And if you aren't logged in, it will ask you to log in there to YouTube. So you do need a free YouTube account to be able to do this. And that just takes a minute here. And then it's going to give me an opportunity to make some changes to the details, description, etc. title of this video. So I have entered a title, description, tags, and category, which I can always change anytime in YouTube. I have an option for privacy, which really doesn't matter at this point. I'm going to go ahead and make it private for now until I know that it looks good, and then again I can change that option once I'm in YouTube. But the important thing is the last one. I have to make sure that I am uploading the captions along with the rest of the video. So then I just hit finish, and this is the part that may take a few minutes. And so again, I'm going to pause the video and reopen in just a minute and show you what it looks like once it's been added to YouTube. So once the video has finished processing, it opens YouTube for you, and the video might need to process a few more minutes. But once it is finished, I'm going to go ahead and hit play so you can see. Then the captions appear, and I'm going to just pause that for a moment. But then when you hit the CC button down below, you can actually translate those captions to a whole bunch of other languages. Whoops! So you can scroll down this way. So that is pretty cool. I'm just going to pick, let's see, Greek for the heck of it. And there we go. There I am, translated to Greek. So hopefully this has been useful for you in creating accessible video tutorials.